This exhibition is titled List Projects 29, Brittni Ann Harvey and Harry Gould Harvey IV. This 29th iteration of our List Projects series is the third and final exhibition in a special season of List Projects exhibitions on the 10th anniversary of the series that focuses on artistic collaborations. This show and the two before it invited each two artists who have a past history of collaboration or conversation to present their work together, their individually authored work together in the gallery, as well as working on a collaborative commission at the List Center. Brittni Ann Harvey and Harry Gould Harvey IV are two artists who are based in Fall River, Massachusetts. They collaborate on numerous things, but their formal social practice collaboration as artists is their co-founding and co-running of the Fall River Museum of Contemporary Art, or FR MoCA, which is a nonprofit alternative art museum as well as a cultural center with an educational mission that sustains a dialogue with the material culture, visual culture, and history of the town of Fall River, as well as the wider South Coast area.
One of the materials that we're utilizing are these wooden organ pipes that were sourced from Belport Castle, one of the mansions in Newport, Rhode Island, and which is an ongoing kind of theme, I guess, in Harry's work, and pulling these very, weighted, kind of conceptually weighted objects from the opulence of a place like Newport, Rhode Island, where Harry kind of grew up.
Yeah, G and F sharp, I think, are the two different organ pipes of the sculpture. So my interest in material history was able to be kind of expanded upon, relating to music and worship, and like how voices carry through space and how frequencies and resonance carry through objects, relating to the tub and the sound pieces. You're referencing my daily meditation practice, which I usually do in the bath.
There's a bit of this curvature that felt reminiscent to the hooded figure that's within my tapestry, but also reflected here in the backside of the tub. So utilizing, an inverse image of the tapestry within this piece to kind of create that mirroring within the gallery space. But that hooded kind of figure is in reference to the Capote y Capello, which is an Azorean garment that would be specific and designed to each island of the Azores. They believe it to have Flemish influence. In trying to figure out the specificity of what that end kind of armature or figure or form becomes, I started looking at the Boston Dynamics robot dogs. One of the main textile processes within the robotic dog sculptures is digital embroidery, which I enjoy because I can utilize like a hand-drawn process originally, like making these drawings that are then put into a software and translated to different thread and stitch type. And then I also utilize the jacquard weaving process within the wall tapestry, but one of the robot dogs also incorporates some jacquard fabric as well. The jacquard process being basically one of the initial kind of computer process, so one of the first binary processes. It started with this ones and zeros punch card system of weave or no weave, essentially, a kind of yes or no command process. And so within the imagery of the wall jacquard piece, you'll see that kind of binary code in the background as like a direct reference along, behind the Capote y Capello figure, a bit of like an information highway type reference with some of the other imagery.
Brittni and I both have a really active drawing practice. I feel like it's something that we try to excite when we get the time to be at peace, right? It's a really meditative and like introspective and spiritual process to me, because it's not always that I have an objective when I start drawing. It's more I'm trying to see what might be able to be revealed to me through the process of free association or opening myself up to the tools of drawing and rendering images. The shift in scale is something that I try to consider while making the drawings, but also while making the frames and making sculptures. So hopefully it makes the viewer consider the perspective of the macrocosm and the microcosm, the personal and the subjective and the objective and fixed.